Wow, guys. Tonight, SmackDown, Rampage. I don't even know where to begin. I really don't even know where to begin. Tonight's show for SmackDown was pretty bad. It was pretty bad to say the least. Also, Roman didn't even really show up until like maybe the last 15 minutes of the show. He's like, yeah, I ain't gonna show up for this shit. And it's like, this show's terrible. Why do I even need to show up until the last 15 minutes until my promo? I ain't gonna show up here. Rampage side of things, we saw an 8-man tag, a 10-man tag, and a submission match. And you know what? You saw some pretty damn good wrestling on that show. Pretty tag heavy for Rampage, but hey, just trying to get things rolling for some potential feuds to come. And as we all know, Rampage is an extension of Dynamite, so that is always a good thing here. We got a lot of things planned over the next few months heading into 2022 for AEW. We got a lot of things confirmed. We're going to go over everything tonight on the show. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here tonight, and we'll be right back with your review of SmackDown and AEW Rampage on Outside the Brand. Oh. There we go. What's going on, guys? A little bit of technical difficulty with that video, but hey, we're here.
You messed up, Phil.
Hey, it didn't want to freaking play, but and it seemed like when it was actually playing, it seemed a little sped up, but it's all right. We'll get that all sorted out and ready to go. We got Nate here. How are you, my man? How'd you feel about SmackDown? How'd you feel about Rampage? What's going on in your life? And I'm glad that you're back on Outside the Brand with me. Loff is out partying right now. I don't know where he's at, but everybody else is doing good. How are you feeling, my man? What's going
on? What's up, everybody? I'm all right. Nate is back for this little moment. Start a new job next week, so I probably won't be on the podcast as much. I am off Friday, so I could be doing the Friday editions of the podcast, but besides the job, everything is still, taking its time, trying to get myself together and stuff. Everything is hopefully going to take a turn. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that. As far as the shows, SmackDown, I could care less. AEW was actually pretty good.
pretty much where we're at now with SmackDown. I can't really disagree with you.
WWE as a whole is like I don't, man. It's like I don't know, but oh snap, we got Santa up in here. What's going on?
Yeah, Santa up in here. What's going on? Santa, Josh, Dark Snipes.
What's up, Josh?
CJ. We got some good people here tonight, y'all.
But yeah, like you said, Phil, it was a whole lot of tag team wrestling up in this episode of AEW, which I don't mind. Like, as long as the wrestling is good and we like it, we enjoy it, that's all that matters. So, but yeah, let's get into it. Also, now I see my guy Batch.
We got Bash in here too.
I got Batch.
I do want to talk about Bash and everything that he's done in just a little bit. Let's get into the actual intro of the show. Welcome everybody to Outside the Brand, episode 110 of the podcast. I can't even believe that's still even a thing. Over 100 episodes strong. But guys, this is your AEW Rampage and Friday Night SmackDown review for your December 17th, 2021 editions of the show. If you guys are inclined to do so, please continue to hit that like button. If we can hit that 10 like mark, That would be greatly appreciated. Also, as we're on the road to 500 subscribers, I want you guys to continue hitting that subscribe button. Also, by turning on the bell for all notifications, you will never miss an upload from us here on Outside the Brand. We are live every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes on Thursdays if WWE wants to get crazy, and sometimes on Saturdays and Sundays, depending on a pay-per-view, when those are being presented to us, whether that is by WWE or AEW. We got a lot of stuff to go over tonight. We got a lot of confirmations, but we will go over them at the top of the show. And yeah, if you guys want to continue to support us in any way you can, go follow us on TikTok. All of the links are down in the description below. And if you want to listen to some absolute bangers, we actually have an entire playlist now of all the songs that Bash and Loft have produced for you guys to enjoy. Not only that, but they have a new album.
Man.
Now it's released on all major platforms for you guys to stream. And I have to say, holy crap, was this shit phenomenal.
Yo, fire.
Like,
I was going to get to that at the end of the podcast, but I guess we're doing it right now. But, man, bro, go check out A Christmas Story with Lofts and Raps by Batch and Loft. It is Nate approved. You heard it here on the podcast. Bro,
it's myself approved to do. Like,
man, my guy's been grinding, and it like every single song on there is absolutely fire. Short album, but man,
yeah,
like, it's really good though. It's really good.
There's about 7 tracks on the album. Technically 6 if you don't count the intro. The intro is probably about I believe the intro is like maybe a minute long. But hey, it just gets you into the groove and everything about what's really to come on the actual album itself. All these songs are great. Like you can tell that these guys work their asses off every single time that they're doing these tracks at. And at the end of the day, if you just want to listen to some good stuff between 2 artists that work their asses off, it's this album right here. And trust me, there's going to be more. So you guys are not going to want to miss it.
Oh, yeah.
So we appreciate you, Bash and Law, for doing all of that for us. Trust me. I mean, people even want to see me behind the stick now for microphoning and all that kind of thing. And listen, if they want it, I got you. It's just you got to write some stuff for me, and I'll be able to do that for you. I'm not really so inclined to freestyle some shit like you guys do on a daily basis. Because I enjoy it all and everything. But hey, if I get some stuff written down, I'll be good to go. I'll be straight. But that's neither here or there. It's time to review Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage. We got some good stuff going on. It's apparently still coming to Spotify as well. That album, Spotify is always kind of tricky whenever new releases do come out. So that'll come when it comes. Pause. But I knew somebody was probably going to say it, so I just said it for myself. So there is no okay. Yes, guys, trust me, Santa, you are 100% correct in this. There's no listen. Spider-Man: No Way Home came out yesterday. Not gonna talk about it. No spoilers here on Outside the Brand, because the thing is, listen, I still haven't even fucking seen it yet. All right.
Me neither.
So there's obviously not going to be any spoilers here because we haven't seen the movie yet. But I am seeing it tomorrow. I will talk about it, but I'll talk about it when everybody sees the movie. I'm not talking about it when people haven't seen it yet. So you guys will definitely know what I think about it when the time is right. But yeah, man. Thank you, Santa, for saying that, because if you didn't, there probably would have been some trolls in here talking about it. So thank you so much, and let's get into a review. I kind of want to talk about SmackDown first, mainly because it was probably one of the worst shows possible. Normally, you wouldn't want to talk about the worst show possible at the start of the show, but just to get it out of the way, that's pretty much why we do this. We start off the show with a video package wrapping up about everything that happened last week. With Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar, with Roman not being there. Roman was on his island, his personal island of Samoa, training for the match against Brock at day one. And Paul Heyman was doing some advocate-like things for Brock Lesnar. We come back from that video package and we're already in the ring with Toni Storm. As Toni Storm watches Sasha Banks, Shotzi, and Charlotte all make their entrances to the ring, and it's a tag match to start off the show. With Toni already being in the ring, I thought, oh, great, yeah. So Toni's getting the jobber entrance out of everybody. This is going to be real good. Like, Toni Storm, out of all of them, get the jobber entrance. And the thing is, we haven't seen Shotzi in fucking weeks, so I thought at least that would have been the jobber entrance. But nah. Shotzi gets an entrance, and we haven't seen her in goddamn months. I got no words. I really don't. And we have the Grinch in here now. Great. So we got Santa and the Grinch. They're probably going to be fighting in the comments.
So Christmas is next week, guys. Y'all can't hold off a little bit.
They're going to be fighting in the comments and everything like that. But hey, that's what happens. So yeah, it's Sasha Banks and Toni Storm taking on Shotzi and Charlotte Flair. Decent. I'll say decent, maybe even below decent for this tag match. This match was not really all that great. A lot of miscues, mainly just due to the fact Charlotte Flair is goddamn terrible. Sasha looks great, as always. No complaint there. She's fucking phenomenal. Toni, they got something in Toni if they actually want it. Shotzi, Nate, like I said, hasn't shown up in months. And the thing is, she was a Triple H project.
Yeah.
A Triple H project that everybody was saying, yeah, that girl, she's punk rock. I fucking love that about her. And that's the kind of chick that I would want to be hanging out with on a Friday night. You don't look at her in that way anymore.
Yeah.
You don't. She got stripped of everything like that. And Charlotte, we all know about Charlotte. She's a fucking pretentious asshole that does not know shit about wrestling or about putting anybody over. Final sequence of the match was this. Storm tags herself in and Charlotte tosses Sasha out of the ring. Storm then hits a crossbody off the ropes for a very, very close near fall. The entire crowd was actually pretty hyped for that spot of the match. Then she looks for her finisher, but Charlotte then slings her into the second turnbuckle, until at the middle turnbuckle. So she hit face first on there. Charlotte then scales the ropes to look for a moonsault, but Toni, she was doing the moonsault into the standing moonsault like her goddamn ex-husband, ex-fiance. I don't even know what the fuck their status is now. People are saying they're together. People are saying they're apart. It doesn't matter. Just stop doing Andrade, please. You're not Andrade, and you don't make it look good. She tries to do the double moonsaults, gets caught, and Storm lifts Charlotte and rolls her up to score the pinfall victory. First of all, I was fucking shocked that Charlotte allowed Toni to pin her. Because we all know how Charlotte is. She never puts anybody over. Second off, there's just so many miscues in this match. I couldn't even look at sometimes, you know? this match had a lot of cringeworthy spots in it, and I don't know, man. This was not the best way to start off the show.
Yeah, like I don't know if they promoted this match.
Nope.
No, they
Nothing
didn't.
was said about it.
Okay, because like when I saw Toni Storm out there with Sasha coming out there, I thought it was Toni Storm versus Sasha. I'm like, oh, this is about to be a banger. Then next thing you know, we see Shotzi and Charlotte come out. I'm like, oh, this is a tag match. Okay. I'm like, my morale for this match just went down a little bit. And yeah, like I wasn't really like fully watching this match. I was like kind of on my phone in between. So but other than that, you already know Sasha do her thing like how she usually do, you know. Yeah, I was actually surprised that Toni got the the fruit roll up victory over Charlotte. I was surprised at that too. So, but yeah, I wasn't really paying all that much attention to the match anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just makes total sense. There's really. They have something in Toni Storm if they want it. Like, she's an amazing athlete. She's an amazing professional wrestler. She does. And the thing is, at the end of the day, the match is already confirmed for next week on Christmas Eve that she will have a shot against Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not. Well, last year, Big E won the Intercontinental Championship on the Christmas Day or Christmas Eve episode of the show. I don't remember what actual day it was, or it was just a Christmas special or the Christmas episode of the show. It might not have actually fallen on Christmas that year or what have you. Actually, no, it did. It actually fell on Christmas Day. Holy crap. Okay. So yeah, on Christmas Day, Big E won the Intercontinental Championship. I'm not expecting Toni to win the SmackDown Women's title on Christmas Eve. I'm not. Are you? Because I really don't see it happening.
Nah, I feel like WWE has ways to hype up everything, and then all of a sudden, it just takes a whole turn. Yep. So, yeah, nah, I'm not really all that hyping to seeing this match. I'm just happy that Toni Storm is getting an opportunity, but yeah.
She should have gotten her opportunity months ago because she already beat Charlotte in a championship contender match weeks ago.
Right.
Months ago, maybe. But nah, they just erase that and they say, yeah, nah, fans, you're stupid. You don't remember that. Nah, I write this shit down for a living and then review it on the show with you. I think I know what happened. But yeah, Shotzi and Charlotte lose to Sasha and Toni Storm, and yeah, so we have Xavier Woods backstage sitting on his throne with a group of 24/7 title geeks with Shinsuke, Rick Boogs,
Woods, yeah, Woods, yeah.
We also had Drew Gulak in there mixed with a Ricochet, and there was somebody else there. Somebody. Who cares? They're 24/7 title geeks. Mixed with the Intercontinental Champion. And his tag team partner that plays the guitar. Also, listen, I love you, Rick Boogs, though. So, hey, you keep shredding that guitar like you always do.
Oh, man.
But yeah, he's backstage with the goddamn ridiculous crown on his head. And Usos appear and make fun of him with his crown. But Woods says, he and Kofi could become the next WWE Tag Team Champions. They do their whole shtick. And then Uso says, hey, since you can beat us, we could beat you as well. I think that's how a tag team works, you guys. I think that's how a tag team match works. Because they're like, yeah, we can also beat you and stay the WWE Tag Team Champion. So we'll see you out there. I think that's how a tag match works, y'all. If I beat you, yeah, and you can beat me too. It has the kind of same thing going on there,
Mm-hmm.
They kind of just ran down what a tag team match is. I'm like, okay, cool. So we're getting this match in the main event tonight, when we're getting this match in 2 weeks for the actual tag titles. WWE, a PG show. Like, I don't get it. Like,
I about to say, in a way, like, I about to say, besides Roman and Brock, like, the Usos and New Day are, like, one of the only entertaining things on SmackDown. Like, besides Roman and Brock.
Yeah, but how many times have we seen it? I feel like at this point, we've seen the Usos in the New Day as much as we've seen John Cena and Randy Orton in the ring.
Yeah. Like I was about to get to that too. Like, we've seen it over and over again, but like they got to do something. Like,
those are the only two tag teams that they trust in this company. That's it. That's it. They don't trust guys like the Viking Raiders. They don't trust guys like, well, actually no. I think that's it. I think that's the only rest of the tag teams that are in this goddamn division. That's also the problem. Yeah, you don't have a tag division.
Yeah, I was about to say, especially on both shows, actually.
That's true too. Now RK Bro's been a team, and they're actually tag team champions, so I count that as a team until they're broken up. But other than that, I mean, you got Ziggler and Rude who have been together for over a year and a half. You got
the Street Profits.
Street Profits, who are practically dead at this point. They're injured. We don't know what happened to them. I'm not counting AJ Styles and Omos. Even though they've been together for a very long time at this point, they're not a team.
Yeah, nah.
Mysterios, I mean, yeah, they're father and son, but that's the connection you got. You don't have a tag division.
Yep.
You don't.
It's sad. It's really sad.
We come back from a commercial break, and who do we see on our television screens? None other than Natalya. Great. Woo. I went to the kitchen and make food. So if you're expecting me to actually know what happened with Natalya, I couldn't tell you. Apparently, she was backstage and she had an interview. Apparently, she says she holds 2 Guinness World Records. I don't think that's really the case. If you hold 2 Guinness World Records, I want you guys to freaking show me right now. I want you guys to go to your world record book, go to the website or whatever that they have, and you legitimately copy and paste it into the chat right now and actually tell me what's going on, because she is not.
It is true. It is true.
She is not a Guinness World Record holder. She can't be.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I saw her posting it over social media. She is the woman with the most WWE matches in history. So that is the Guinness World Record, I guess.
How does that get involved into Guinness? I want some Guinness. Can I have some Guinness?
Oh man, but yeah,
I need like 10,000 Guinness glasses in order to get through the goddamn show. But then again, I want to be physically able to perform on the show tonight. So yeah, I don't know.
I didn't know that was a thing. I was about to say, if that was a thing, then we would have heard that Randy Orton had the most pay-per-view matches, and that's a world record,
right? That should have been a world record, right?
Yeah.
But nah, it's only for Natalya.
Nah.
one of the worst women in this entire division. And I will stand by that. You guys can come for me all you want about that. She is one of the worst people I have ever seen in the goddamn ring. So apparently she has 2 Guinness World Records. Great. She says Xia isn't nobody, and she'll beat the crap out of her next time they face off. Sure. We come back, and we are having the Viking Raiders take on Jinder Mahal and Shanky.
Ooh.
Can I ask why? Can I ask why? And the thing is, dude, the Viking Raiders don't even do the war thing anymore. Their thing is raid.
Yeah, it's raid now.
It's raid now.
Raid.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been war in a bit because you can't say war on WWE TV.
Apparently.
Even though one actually went by Raw is war. I don't even know what they did the last time when they were the Viking Raiders. What did they chant the last time?
War.
They still did war? Okay.
Yeah, they still did the thing.
They still did war, but they couldn't say it. They couldn't say the name. They couldn't say the actual word.
They couldn't, like, they still, yeah, like, they
did the motion, but they couldn't do the word.
Yeah.
But now they do the motion and they say raid.
I feel like this show as a whole was just like, hey, we know that we haven't utilized you in a minute, so why don't you just come on the show and we could throw you in a random match with somebody else that haven't been utilized. Okay, Viking Raiders, let's see who we got here. Who we got? Jinder Mahal and Shanky. Yeah, we're gonna throw you in the match with them tonight. Do your best. Head out there. All right.
But you know how good the Viking Raiders could be?
Man,
if they actually were given a chance to do something?
Bro, we seen how good they were in NXT.
They are so very underutilized. And the thing is, they are great. Ivar and Eric are great. Hanson and Rowe are amazing. And yes, I'm using their actual names. Hanson and Rowe. These guys were Triple H projects too. They were fantastic in NXT. And what happened? They took everything away. Don't even get me started on Jinder Mahal.
Man.
Why is he on my TV? Why? Former WWE champion, my ass. That reign was fucking terrible. That reign saw the fucking Great Khali make a return. That right there should show you that this reign is fucking terrible. If the Great Khali has to come back, what is wrong with you people? Telling me that the Great Khali is one of the greatest of all time. And Shanky, I don't even know where to begin with him.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, Shanky did look pretty good up in the match though. I watched a little bit of the match, and Shanky did pretty good in the match.
He's trying. I'll give him that. He's trying, but the man is 7'2". He actually looks better than Omos. I'll give him that. Because he can actually move for a guy his size.
Right.
He can actually walk. I don't think Omos can even walk most of the time, let alone actually wrestle. So, and yes, Shanky, LOL, it's just his name. I can't do anything about it, guys. I can't do anything about it. Oh, yeah, and Corbin's right. Veer is coming at some point. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's coming at some point.
Just like Xia Li was supposed to be coming soon, and then finally she debuted last week.
Yeah, so Shanky tags in, but gets knocked down in the corner, and Ivar went lands a hip attack. Eric intercepts Mahal and sends him out to the outside of the ring. And then Ivar goes to the top rope. This man goes to the top rope. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? That is a big man. He goes to the top rope and hits a splash on Shanky and gets the win. I'm like, that dude just splashed. Dude's a big man, and he goes up there.
We seen him do that type of stuff in NXT too. So,
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I haven't seen that in a while because I don't know. The Viking Raiders haven't shown up in like 2 years.
Man.
Dude's a big man, and he splashes like that. My God. So yeah, the Viking Raiders win. They are so underutilized, dude, and they can be doing so much more than what they do right now. And to keep in mind, before all this, they were eating chicken wing or like chicken legs as an actual gimmick. Remember that?
Yeah, the turkey leg gimmick.
They were turkey or chicken, what have you. They were eating that for a gimmick, and they were legitimately having like video packages of them doing like sport like stuff against the Street Profits.
Yeah, that was terrible. Like, I remember that. I'm like, why?
Didn't they also get attacked by ninjas or something like that?
Yeah, and then they all ended up like they were supposed to end up fighting the Street Profits, and they just ended up fighting together and was like, you know what? We're not gonna do this. We're gonna stick together, guys. Okay, and then it ended. So yeah.
Guys, breaking news. Matt Hardy just tweeted back at me.
Oh my God. Let's go.
So I went back onto his Twitter to try to figure out something because I needed to figure something else out for some stuff I'm working on, like for either TikTok or the actual podcast. And I came up across this video of him doing like his new Twitter policy where he's not really going to be tweeting in character anymore. He's going to be just tweeting as
Matt
Hardy, like just him and himself. I said, and I quote, this is from my actual Twitter, I love this. Matt Hardy seems like a genuine good person, and I can't wait to interact with him more in this way. Matt Hardy is one of my favorites in this generation, and I love the work that he's done, not only in AEW, but in WWE as well. Continue being you, my good man. You're awesome. Hashtag AEW Rampage. It's very brief. It's very brief, but all he says is thanks, Phil. And the thing is, that to me, at least he came out there, he acknowledged it, and he was like, yeah, you know what? This guy seems like a gentleman good too. I'll reply and say thanks. I fucking love it. I love it.
Man,
it's very brief, but hey, at least he took the time, you know?
And W's in the chat for Phil. My guy Phil is getting retweets from Matt Hardy, man. That's amazing. Congratulations, bro. I like hearing that, bro. That, man, you make me want to hop on Twitter now and just randomly talk. Just randomly
tweet Matt Hardy at 10:35 at night. See what happens.
Man, forget Matt Hardy. I'm going straight towards MJF. MJF, you suck.
MJF will roast you, and then
if he roasts me, that'll be the most amazing thing. Oh my God, I just got roasted by MJF on Twitter.
He'll either roast you, or then he'll roast you, and then he'll block you. Like it's. But that's awesome, Matt Hardy. Thank you so much for that. You are a true gem. Seriously. So we'll get back into the actual review now. I just had to do that because I legitimately got the notification from Twitter itself. Point is, the Viking Raiders won. Pointless match, but hey, you know, they wanted to give the Viking Raiders and Shanky and not Veer. Fuck. I'm going by their actual tag team now. Shanky and Jinder Mahal, their actual payday instead of actually just giving them their check and catering, saying, yeah, there you go. Just There's your money. They wanted them to go actually wrestle, and that's the fucking thing we got.
Hey, Aiden said it's easier to get Matt Hardy on the show now.
Hey, yeah, why not? You know, if I can tweet him at 10:35 at night.
But hey, I hope you're not doing anything. But we got a podcast here, and we would be happy if you could be on the show. Loft be like, hey, forget you, man. We're Jeff, and then so. Oh man.
So we come back from a commercial break, and Paul Heyman is still waiting outside, and a black SUV pulls up. Heyman is thinking and pretty much getting excited that it's going to be Roman Reigns, but it's Brock Lesnar. And Heyman says that he was expecting someone else, and Brock was like, "Aw, were you now? Were you expecting Roman?" Heyman doesn't speak, so Brock wishes him good luck, and then he just walks off. That's your Brock Lesnar appearance that they were hyping up all night.
Yep, that, and then the end of the night. So.
Do I even want to go over the Happy Corbin shit?
No. No.
All he did was he brought the desk in the ring. He tried to pull out the sword. So did Madcap Moss. Then all of a sudden, Drew comes out saying your pull-out game is weak. That's pretty much what he said in a nutshell. He said, "Are you having performance issues?" Is what he legitimately said. Michael Cole died laughing. He was like, "Actually, that's pretty damn good." If you act, like, you guys are legitimately having like,
oh man,
jokes like this are supposed to be funny to us, and it could either hit or it can either miss. And if you're having Drew McIntyre saying that everybody's having performance issues, it's not going to get a laugh out of me. I'm sorry. Like, well, actually, it's kind of funny now. No, like, we're actually all just thinking about it, but nah, like, bro, come on now.
Yeah.
You're writing shit like this for your legit show. But then again, it's not a professional wrestling company. It's all entertainment.
Yep. And this was also the segment of the show where the crowd chanted for CM Punk, and
yes,
they covered it up.
So Moss tells another terrible joke, and the fans started chanting CM Punk. Corbin says that he loves the razor sharp wit that Madcap has, and he gives him with the sword. But then that's when everybody was trying to tug at the sword. It didn't come out. It didn't pull out and everything like that. So yeah, that's when Drew McIntyre said that everybody's pull out game is weak, and yeah, so we got that. Sami Zayn is in the office of Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce. I was gonna say Adam Cole for some reason, but hey, he was gonna be a manager. Sami Zayn, yeah, so he interrupts Sonya and Adam Pearce. And he was pretty much saying that he just wanted to wish him a Merry Christmas. Why not, right? So, because he believes in the spirit of Christmas, he complains about Brock Lesnar interfering with him and pretty much everything that he's done over the past few weeks, because he wants to have another opportunity at the Universal Championship. But he also said that, listen, I also deserve a shot at the Intercontinental title, because that was over a year ago when I got screwed over, and I never got my rematch since. Which is not true, because you had a triple threat ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship when I believe AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy were the champions at the same time, and they merged them together or something like that. One of them was either the champion or both of them were, and you were in that match.
No, Sammy. I think Sammy was the original IC champion, but I think Sammy got injured or
Sammy
something
got
like
stripped
that.
because he had to go back to Canada because of COVID.
Yeah. So
So they had the
they
Intercontinental Championship tournament. AJ won that, if I'm not mistaken.
no, Jeff won that.
Jeff won that.
Yeah.
I thought AJ was Intercontinental Champion too around that time. I guess not.
Yeah, he was around that time. Like they were like, going in and out with that. And then Sammy came back and was like, I'm the original champion. There's only one champion. And then they were like, all right, we're gonna take off the titles. So
they're like, yeah, we're gonna say, hey, well, since you're the original champion, since now Jeff Hardy is the Intercontinental Champion, technically interim, but really now the Intercontinental Champion. There you go, triple threat ladder match, which honestly was probably one of the best matches on that show.
Yeah,
probably one of the only best matches on that show. But yeah, Adam Pearce and Sonya says, you know what? Hey, you know what? That's actually a good idea. You know what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a 12-man gauntlet match, and we're going to be calling it the 12 days of let me get this right because it's a mouthful. The 12 days of Christmas, 12-man. He said gauntlet match, but apparently it's a battle royal now.
Yeah, it's a battle royal. Yeah, they promoted
He said gauntlet though. He did say gauntlet.
Yeah, they said battle royal.
SmackDown. And the winner will get a shot at the Intercontinental title. Most likely, the shot will be at day one. He said gauntlet. It's not a gauntlet. I got a picture right here of the 12 men, so you're going to be able to see it. And yeah, well, we'll go over everybody in this match, and we'll see who's really likely to become the winner. Because trust me, I believe at least maybe 7 to 8 people in this 12 person field, they got no shot. So here are the 12 men. Oh shit! There we go. Shanky, Ricochet, the Viking Raiders, Los Lotharios, Mansoor, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Sheamus, Jinder Mahal, and Drew Gulak. Only 4 people I see that actually have a legitimate chance. Ricochet, Cesaro, Sami, Sheamus. Easily. Those are my final 4.
Yeah, same. I'll probably add Jinder in there, but
for your top 5, okay.
Yeah, probably top 5, but yeah, I don't know.
My 5th, if I have to choose one, I would really like to see a Mansoor get a shot like that. I really would. Mansoor is an amazing athlete and an amazing talent, so give me that in there. But yeah, I mean, the rest of those guys that we pretty much did not mention, Nate and I, they got no shot. Do you really think a guy like Shanky is going to go after Shinsuke for the Intercontinental title? Nah. How about Drew Gulak? Nah. He's a great talent, but they don't use him.
Gulak?
I like Gulak. I really do, but they don't use him.
Yeah, they don't.
Lotharios and the Viking Raiders, they're tag teams. They're not doing anything. You got to go for single superstars here.
I feel like whoever wins that, if it is the 4 to 5 men that we mentioned, they are going to be the new IC champion.
They have to be, dude.
Yeah,
they have to be.
Yeah,
they have to be. They have to be Shinsuke at day 1.
Yeah,
if that's when the match is happening.
Yeah, Shinsuke isn't doing anything with the IC title, so they might as well just give it to somebody else.
Yeah, like they have to beat them at day 1, because Shinsuke's done nothing with that championship, and like you said, like there's legitimately no point of having him as a champion anymore. He's done nothing. That championship is already the worst it's ever looked. That championship has no prestige to it anymore. Usually people want to become the Intercontinental Champion. Nobody wants to be the Intercontinental Champion. That championship was held by over a dozen WWE Hall of Famers. And look at where that championship is at right now.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame.
It's a shame that the Universal Championship is getting way more attention than any other championship in the WWE, which is crazy.
Yeah, and even that championship is in shambles too, because look who Roman has to defend that against, other than Brock. Nobody.
Yes.
The way they treat their championships is absolutely ridiculous. They don't know how to do it. No, Shinsuke didn't get injured. No. We just want him to lose the title. That's it. We don't want injuries upon anybody. We just want him to lose the title.
Oh, man.
We never wish injuries upon anybody here on this podcast. Even though maybe sometimes even though sometimes in the back of our head we kind of want to say it, we never do. So, yeah, those are the 12 people. It was supposed to be a gauntlet match, apparently, to Adam Pearce, but nah, it's a Battle Royal, so even he fucking messed up his own script. But then again, it's Adam Pearce. Watch me on Twitter for calling him the general manager. What else is new? So Sheamus and Rich Holland make their entrance, and Cesaro comes out next for their match. First of all, Rich Holland does not even have fucking music. He comes out to Sheamus' music. The guy has no identity. Who is Rich Holland? Who is he?
Some guy that was in NXT.
I wouldn't know that. Because he doesn't have anything about him that's either a redeeming quality or anything of that nature. He comes out to Sheamus' music. They might not actually have music done for him yet. That's how unprepared they were.
Yeah. I don't know.
And the thing is, Ridge Holland won, but this match was short, so you can't even get a good read on him as to what he is as a performer, let alone an actual character. He hits Cesaro in the ribs with the shillelagh, so I thought it was god dang Fit Finlay out there. And then all of a sudden we come back from a commercial break, and all of a sudden Cesaro's ribs are taped up. I'm like, geez, how the heck did that happen so fast? Damn. Doctors ran out there, put bandages on him just in time for the commercial break. Happened in about 2 minutes. Must have been some really sticky stuff. But yeah, Rich Holland got the win. Power slam. Generic ass finisher, too. So there's that. And Rich Holland got the win. After the match, Holland then attacks Cesaro again, knocking him out of the ring, and Sheamus and himself pose. That's it. That's it. We come back from another commercial break, and Naomi's in the ring. I'm like, oh great, another Naomi and Sonya segment. What's gonna happen here? This show, I can't. So Naomi comes out to the ring and she says every year she makes a Christmas list. Oh, here's the segment for the kiddos. And this year her only wish is to beat the crap out of Sonya Deville. One-on-one. She knows Sonya is back there listening and tells her to come out here to face her face-to-face. Sonya then comes out and calls her unprofessional. She says she tried telling her that when she's wearing her suit, she can't touch her. Deville says that she knows somebody who is desperate to fight Naomi, and that is Shayna Baszler. Naomi asks her to get in the ring and fight herself instead of having somebody else fight her battles. Deville gets in the ring and says she'd be happy to beat her, but Shayna attacks Naomi from behind. And then Baszler attacks her leg and beats her down. Sonya then says, "All right, referee, you can ring the bell now." So it's Shayna Baszler versus Naomi. Great. The bell rings. Sonya grabs a heel hook. Sonya. That's not right. That's supposed to be Shayna. Great stuff there, guys. Naomi fights off for a minute, but then rolls Shayna up for the win. Fucking pointless. Get this storyline off my fucking television. There is no reason why this has to even be a thing anymore. Unless Naomi beats Sonya Deville on day one, I don't see the fucking point. But then again, if Sonya gets back in the ring on day one, I want her to fucking win. Because we haven't seen her in a year and a half.
Right.
If Sonya's gonna get back in the ring, she deserves to win her first match back. But nah, it's Naomi. Everybody loves Naomi. And I like her too, but the thing is, at this point, she has done nothing. It probably will never end. Nah, we're going to be here until 2024 with this shit. I don't get it, Nate. Like, if Sonya is going to get back in the ring, she should win her first match back, but this is all about Naomi for some reason. And the thing is, as soon as the storyline is over, Naomi's going to go back to wherever she was coming from. And so is Sonya Deville, as she is still going to be the manager of everybody. So what's the point of all of this?
I can't answer that. I don't know. Like,
the thing is, the reason why you can't answer is because there is no fucking point. There's no point to this. And there's been no point to this since the beginning of the storyline. When she... Actually, I think it was even before Naomi got drafted over to SmackDown, or moved over to SmackDown, because apparently the random-ass trade that they did earlier on in the year of 2020. They pointed it out as a trade, but not. It was just a quiet moving over to SmackDown for Naomi. And somebody was moved over to Raw in replace of that. I don't even remember what that was. Naomi was moved to SmackDown for somebody. But in real life, it was only so that she can keep an eye on Jay or Jimmy or whatever one she's married to. I think Jay.
I could have sworn Naomi got drafted in the draft.
She did get drafted in the draft, but during some time in 2020, they quietly moved her over to SmackDown, which started this whole storyline.
Oh.
And because the reason why she was quietly moved over so that she can keep an eye on whatever Uso she was married to, because during that time, it was when one of the Usos got caught in the DUI situation.
Oh, yeah. I think it was Jimmy.
So, yeah. She's with Jimmy then, I guess, because that's the reason why she got moved over. So, yeah. There was that. And Naomi won. Great stuff. Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin were being interviewed in a broom closet with it wasn't even Caleb Braxton. I think it was Sarah Schreiber. So they were all in the closet together, having some kind of interview. Great. That had to have been fun to shoot. 3 grown people in a closet. What's gonna happen there? I might have to move on. That sounds crazy. Loff would be like, move on. All right, Loff, we'll move on. New Day and the Usos. If you've seen any of the other Uso New Day matches, you've seen this one. That's pretty much it. We've seen the Usos and the New Day fight so many times, I could probably call the spots before they can even happen. And they faced off as many times as John Cena and Randy Orton faced off combined.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah, it's always a good match with the Usos and the New Day. It always is. But it's the same shit every time.
Right. It was a lot of like missed tag calls in that match.
Yes. Too. What the heck is the referee doing? They might need to check him.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I'm like, bro. I said first he missed the tag with the New Day. Now he missed the tag with the. I'm like, what is he doing?
And that can't be part of the story. That can't be. That's just him being him. Now, if it was the GOAT referee Jessica Carr in there, or Aubrey Edwards, she wouldn't miss anything.
Yeah, because like I for sure thought that they wasn't gonna have the New Day win like 2-3 times in a row. I thought they were gonna let the Usos win, but nah, Kofi got the dub. I was like, wow, okay.
So yeah, New Day pick up the win. The Usos lose in 5 minutes. Great way to treat your fucking champions. Now, I texted Loff during this point because I came back from the kitchen and Roman was already in the ring.
Yep.
So obviously I missed his entrance. And obviously I missed when he actually arrived to the arena because I told Loff that the thing is, they were making this entire big storyline saying, when is Roman Reigns going to come? Because he's been waiting out there in the parking lot the entire goddamn 2 hours of the show. And apparently he did show up in the parking lot and said, let's go to my ring. I didn't see that. So when I came back from the kitchen and all of a sudden I just see Roman in the ring, I'm like, they didn't even show him come back to the arena. He's like, oh yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah, well,
so what happened there? Because I didn't see it.
Like the funny part was, so the same black truck that Brock Lesnar hopped out of.
Yeah, so the same black SUV.
Yeah, it was the same black SUV. Instead of Brock hopping out, Roman hopped out. But
okay, so how much you want to bet Brock and Roman were just in there chilling the entire night?
All right, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. All right, cool. So I'm gonna hop out first. You just chill here, drink some wine, whatever, chill. You got the TV back there, you can watch some movies. All right, yeah, and
they're actually probably pretty good. They're probably good friends out there together. They're probably good friends. Why not?
But like, what the funny part was that when the SUV pulled up, Paul Heyman tried to open, like he opened up the back door, but Roman came out the other side. So he opened up the door.
So now I actually have to go back and watch that because that actually seems some pretty good shit.
Yeah, he opened up the door. He said, "My tribal chief," and Roman opened up the other side and hops out, walks to the door, and then he tells Heyman, "Welcome me to the ring." And then
so he was just pissed off right off the bat, then. Yeah. So he said, "Let's go to my ring."
Yeah, let's go to my ring, and then it cuts to commercial break. So
So we come back from commercial break, and Roman and Paul make their way to the ring. They have their entire entrance, the whole deal. The CGI Roman doing the whole ooh-ah thing.
Yep.
So I wrote down the entire promo because the way that they do the promos on the actual ringside news article, it's good. You get the good points out, but you don't really get like everything out there. So I wrote it all down. And by me writing it all down, pretty much meaning I got my phone closest to the TV as I could, hit the record button on my camera, did a video of a black screen with the audio still playing, and then I went back and everything, just typed out the entire stuff that I heard from the video. Because you can't really type shit out when you're watching the show because I actually want to watch it.
Right.
So Roman says, Chicago, acknowledge me. Chicago, I said this before and I thought I made myself very clear. I don't like it when my cousins lose. You know that, right, Jay? But we're family and we can get through anything. We can get through everything because we are blood. But you, and he points to Paul Heyman at this point. He's legitimately pointing at the guy. You're not my blood. And you should know better than everybody that I can't have people disrespecting me. Because if you're disrespecting me, you're disrespecting my entire family. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I thought I already asked these questions, and I figured I already knew the answers to everything. Already, but can I trust you, my wise man? I took a week off, and it's like I didn't see nothing, but I know everything that happens around here. And last week, you seemed a little shady to me. So let's get this straight. I want to know this. Did you know Brock was going to return at SummerSlam? Did you know Brock was going to be at Madison Square Garden? Did you know Brock's suspension was going to be lifted? Crowd starts chanting, you screwed up at this point. Roman then replies to the crowd saying, you're damn right he screwed up.
That was actually funny to me.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good one.
Yeah.
So he then continues saying, this is the most important question here, Paul. All right? Are you a special counsel or are you an advocate? Paul shakingly goes to the ropes and grabs the microphone. Roman says, now before you say anything, I want you to acknowledge me with the truth. Why are you protecting Brock Lesnar from me? The Usos then actually beg Roman at this point. They were yelling in the background saying, get him, like get him, please. Paul Heyman then says, my tribal chief, I'm not protecting Brock Lesnar from you. I'm protecting you from Brock Lesnar. Then at this point, the Usos were really going at Roman saying, come on, let's get him, go. Because at this point, they were saying, hey, with that kind of a response, you're not only disrespecting Roman, you're disrespecting everybody.
Right.
So that's why the Usos are like, yeah, let's get him. So, and this is what kind of just it made me try to figure something out here, because then Roman Reigns just then goes over and hugs Paul Heyman. So Roman says, "I love you, wise man." Paul says, "I love you too, my tribal chief." In a very, very shaking voice, like he's pretty much crying. Like he's legitimately crying at this point, too. He's like, then Roman's like, "And I thank you for your honesty." Paul says, "And only for you, my tribal chief." He says it, and he's crying. He's crying when he's saying this.
Oh, man.
Roman says, "And I thank you for the 40 years of service to my family." Paul says again, "I love you, my tribal chief." Roman says, after all of that, "You're fired." I was legitimately shocked. I didn't think we were going to get it this soon. All right? Like, I didn't think we were either going to have somebody turn here. I thought we were going to have somebody turn at day one, but nah, we do this 2 weeks early. So he fires him. He fires Paul Heyman. And he hits a Superman punch on him. Roman hit a Superman punch on Paul Heyman. So, after all of that, Paul Heyman is laid out in the ring. He sold that Superman punch too. I will give Paul that. He did sell it pretty damn well. Roman then requests the Usos to go get some steel chairs. He got one steel chair, and he put it underneath Paul's head. Then, he requested one of the Usos to get another chair. I'm like, oh shit, we're really doing this our way. So we're setting up a concerto spot. Pretty much like the way that he got rid of Daniel Bryan. And I do say Daniel Bryan because this is in the WWE sense. Brock Lesnar then comes out and he just dismantles both of the Usos with Germans and F5s and pretty much anything Brock Lesnar does. He gets in the ring and tries to do the same thing to Roman. And Roman tries to hit him with some steel chair shots, but to no effect. It's Brock Lesnar. Even with a steel chair, you're not going to do
Brock just no-sold that.
He no-sells it all. It's legitimately to no effect. And I say that with legitimacy here, because he hits him, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So Brock just says, you know what, yeah, fuck your steel chair shots. I'm going to let you up and hit you with an F5. And he's like, you know what, yeah, nah, I ain't done with y'all yet. I'm going to pick you up again. And I'm going to hit you with another F5. And don't worry, Dark Snipes, I see you with the sleeping emojis. That's either you during the segment or you think that Nate's PS5 controller is him snoring. That's not it. It's PS5.
Yeah, I'm glad you knew what that was.
It's a PS5. It's not him snoring. He wouldn't be sleeping during the show.
Yeah, my bad. I'm playing 2K.
It's all right, man. It's all right. Hey, it's just the thing is, I even have to agree with you. This goddamn PS5 controller, the vibrations on these things are freaking insane.
Mm.
You can't just not hear it. So yeah, so he hits him with two F5s. Michael Cole says at the end of the show, Brock Lesnar could be 2 weeks away from winning the Universal title and stopping the reign of Roman Reigns. And that's how we end the show. You did not have to watch the show tonight. You really didn't. But the only thing that you would actually have to watch on the show that was actually relevant was this last segment here. Roman Reigns fired Paul Heyman and he Superman punched him until Brock Lesnar came in and kicked his ass. That's it. Oh, shit. And I think we have somebody here, and I think that might be our boy. Hello, Brock Lesnar. Are you here?
Oh, God.
What's good with it?
Boy, are you here, my boy?
What up?
Brock Lesnar.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Had to join via satellite real quick. What's going on?
Oh, you're on your phone right now? Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
He said via satellite.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Just a quick recap. Tag heavy show tonight for SmackDown. You didn't have to watch a single fucking shit of the show unless you want to see Roman Reigns fire Paul Heyman, Superman punch the guy, and then Brock Lesnar just comes in and F5s everybody and kicks ass.
Huh. I just watched the clip of Roman firing Paul, and then Brock destroying everyone in the ring. So I really want him to win now. I really want him to beat Roman now.
If you want to see the full promo, I pretty much laid it out for you guys. The entire promo, I pretty much said it. So if you want to just go back and watch it and see what Roman legitimately had to say, I said it all for you guys right here on the podcast. But yeah, he requests to use those after the Superman punch to get some steel chairs. We were gonna set up a concerto spot until Brock Lesnar came out and kicked some ass. That's it. At this point, Waff, I'm kind of with you. Now, we're going to see a new champion. It sucks. To me, it really does suck, but the thing is, at the end of the day, that's what we're setting up for.
Seems like it.
Because
something's happening.
Paul Heyman is fired now. He's not with the Tribal Chief anymore. After 40 years of service, he's no longer with him. We didn't even have to wait till day one to figure out who Paul Heyman was going to be signing with, because Roman says, we're doing this early. And that's it.
There's two ways they can go. I mean, they can still have Roman win and just do his own thing and like destroy the bloodline that way, or you can fast track it, which I feel like WWE loves fast tracking things.
Yeah.
I feel like the fast track way is just having Brock win, which I noticed something too when WWE has like these new pay-per-views, they always put like some match or some kind of ending on the show to make it like a legitimate pay-per-view. So they always have like that one moment to like, because this is the first day one ever, so they want to have that one moment to like, oh, remember day one? So I feel like Brock winning would be their moment. You know, they're trying to make it like I guess one of the four SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and I forget that one, Rumble. I guess they're trying to take out Survivor Series and put day one in there, so that could be top 4 pay-per-views to watch in WWE every year. I guess I feel like they're about to go that way.
I'm definitely telling you guys right now, one of the world championships is changing hands. At least one of them. Whether it be the Universal Championship or the WWE title, one of them is changing hands. Because the WWE Championship's in a fatal 4-way.
They don't care about you.
Yeah. The WWE title's in a fatal 4-way, and it's Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. One of the titles is changing. So yeah. If you missed the show, good on you. You really didn't have to watch it. The only thing relevant of this show was Heyman getting fired.
Wow. I didn't see a second of the show except YouTube. So
yeah. And honestly, you don't even have to watch the YouTube clips, because I'm pretty sure it's not really much important there either. Because when you have the New Day versus the Usos for like the 9 millionth time, like John Cena and Roman Reigns, you have a 2-second match between Shayna Baszler and Naomi. You have a 3-minute match between Cesaro and Ridge Holland. You have maybe a good 7-minute match between the Viking Raiders and Jinder Mahal and Shanky. Oh, shoot. He won. Oh, now he's back. And now he's back. All right. You probably have like a 7-minute match between Jinder Mahal and Shanky with the Viking Raiders. Yes, Jinder Mahal and Shanky were on the show tonight. Wow.
Shanky.
And then you kicked off the show with Sasha Banks and Toni Storm, going up against Charlotte and Shotzi. Pretty okay match, but the thing is, Charlotte's so goddamn terrible that the match was downgraded just because of that.
Wait. Who won the match between Naomi and Shayna?
Naomi in 2 seconds.
Wow.
Via roll up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never mind.
2 seconds.
Wow. Like actually,
might be legitimately exaggerating because the thing is, like, she pretty much just picked off a because here's what it is: the bell rings. Shayna then grabs a heel hook, but Naomi fights off, rolls her 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it probably could have been legitimately like maybe under a minute.
Wow.
But yeah, that was your entire SmackDown. I mean, the Usos and the New Day face off for like the 9,000th time, just like John Cena and Roman Reigns. Not Roman Reigns. John Cena and Randy Orton. And if you've seen any of the other Uso New Day matches, you've seen this one.
Wow.
Good match. Not saying it was a bad match by any means, because it's the Usos and the New Day. They're great together.
Yeah. Like I was telling Phil, it was so many missed tag calls in that match.
That's also a problem,
with the referee. My God, bro.
The Usos tag in, the referee didn't see it, so yeah, he's like, yeah, you gotta go back there. The New Day tag in, he's like, yeah, nah, I didn't see that shit, get back there. Like, bro, what are you on? Like, did you take something before the show tonight? You had to. These are clear-ass tags, and you were looking straight at him at some points. It's like, oh, yeah. It's like, oh, shit. Yeah, you didn't tag. When you were staring right at their faces. They need new referees. But I'm telling you right now, Laf, if that was Jessica Carr or the GOAT Aubrey Edwards, she wouldn't have missed a thing. She would not have missed a thing.
Wow.
So yeah, that was your SmackDown. Didn't even get to Rampage yet.
Oh, really?
Rampage was a pretty damn good show. Tag heavy here too, but hey, it's only a 3-match show. Started off with the 8-man tag. Great action. Just great action. Like, we had I want to pull up the matches because I don't want to fuck anything.
Usos versus New Day, then now forever. That's funny.
Pretty much, yeah. I want to pull up the matches for Rampage because I don't want to mess anything up because there's a 10-man tag and an 8-man tag on this match, on this show tonight. So I want to give everybody their credit where credit was to do.
I know. I'm happy I didn't watch it. I would not have liked Rampage tonight then.
Well, no, the action was great. It's just an 8-man tag, a 10-man tag, and then a submission match. Oh, also, you probably missed it, but Matt Hardy replied to me on Twitter today.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. What did he say?
So it was very brief. He just said, "Thank you, Phil." But what I said was, well, a couple of days ago, Matt Hardy went on Twitter and he said in a video saying that like he's not really going to be tweeting in like his character anymore of Matt Hardy, like the money Matt Hardy that he does on AEW anymore. He's just going to be tweeting like normal Matt Hardy, everyday life kind of thing. And I said, I love this. Matt Hardy is a genuine good person, and I can't wait to interact him more in this way. Matt Hardy is one of my favorites in this generation, and I love the work that he's done. Continue being you, my good man. You're awesome. He just says, thanks, Phil.
That's great. That's a W.
And he's like and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Also, I do this podcast with Outside the Brand. You might want to come on now, Why not?
Come swing by a little bit. Let's swing by.
But yeah, so there was that, and I kind of just marked out here on the podcast when that happened because I tweeted him at 10:35 at night, and he replied.
That's great.
You have to at least applaud him for that, saying, "Yeah, nah, I just get this random tweet at 10:35. I'll reply to it. Why not?"
Hey, Lawfa said that Phil's trying to get Matt Hardy on the pod. You're gonna be like, nah, forget that. Where's Jeff?
Yeah, he's not lying. Call Jeff. Tell him I love him. That's all.
So, guys, I want to get into the actual review of the show tonight for Rampage. But before we do that, I want to just go into everything that was confirmed tonight for the next few weeks of AEW because we got a lot of things confirmed. Laf, I'm glad you're here because the thing is, I feel like a lot of this shit you are gonna like. We have some great stuff heading into AEW over the next few weeks, heading into Double or Nothing, as we have pretty much an entire full card of AEW Dynamite for next week booked, and it looks pretty damn good. We got Adam Cole taking on Orange Cassidy. We got Malachi Black and Griff Garrison. We got a Britt Baker Christmas party. You know I'm already going to love that.
What is that?
I got no idea. And I can't wait for it.
Okay, all right.
We got Nyla Rose taking on Ruby Soho in the TBS Championship Tournament. And then we got Sting, Darby Allin, and CM Punk taking on FTR and MJF.
That's going to be great.
So that's your Rampage. Not your Rampage. That's your AEW Dynamite Christmas special. For your AEW Rampage on that Christmas Eve, actually, we have. Listen, Cody's going to be on the show, so you might as well say your boo now.
Boo.
Thank you. He's going to be taking on Sammy Guevara in the TNT Championship Open Challenge, but it wasn't really open. He just said, "Yeah, I'm going to face you. Why not?" And then we also have what else was there? Oh yeah, Hook. Hook's making a show. Hook making it on the show again. Look at that. Okay. Hook taking on Bear Bronson. Look at that. Wow. Can't wait for that. He's gonna win that thing in like 2 minutes, easily. Let me see the Hook emojis in the chat. If any of you are on your phone, please Hook emojis in the chat. You better have the Hook emojis. When we actually are able to like do members and all that kind of shit and actually do super chats, I legitimately will have Hook emojis, Hook special emotes made for you guys. And look at that, Corbin already knows the vibes. Hook. Here's a legit Hook emote. Let's go. Where are all my hookers at? Pause. Now pause.
Whoa, sir.
Where all my hookers at?
Sir, we are not about that life, sir. We are not about that life.
That's what we call ourselves, bro.
No, that is what you call yourself.
You call yourself.
Listen, y'all. You guys are gonna be fans of Hook at some point. You just gotta watch a couple of his matches.
No.
That's disgusting.
No, this is not GTA. No.
Y'all will be fans of Hook at some point.
Dude, that means I gotta come up here.
If you would have said like the Hook Clan or something like that, then I would have been down with it. But you just said hookers. No.
It's not going down.
Y'all will be fans of Hook at some point. You guys just gotta.
Okay. Hook Clan. Okay. Hookers. Nah. Bro.
Hook gang, maybe like that.
Nah.
Hook guys, I don't know.
I ain't digging it.
I'm not feeling it.
Y'all guys will be fans of Hook. Don't worry.
Hooker.
Don't blame me. Blame the other guys on Twitter that came up with that.
Yeah, I'm blaming you too, Phil. I'm glad you think it's funny too. Like
humor is calling people hookers.
Yeah.
Man. We also have the Owen Hart tournament, which is going to be great. The Owen Hart tournament is actually having 2 tournaments. One for the men, and one for the women, and the finals will be taking place at Double or Nothing. That's great. I love that. Like, we don't know how many men and women are going to be in the field of this tournament, but the fact that it's happening at Double or Nothing for the finals is great. I love that. It makes it all the more special. Because it should be treated like that. It should be treated as a special event, and I love it.
Yeah. Should be good.
And then we have Britt Baker taking on Riho at Battle of the Belts on January 8th. So we got one of the matches for the championships confirmed. That's a lot to unpack, and hey, you know what? I'm ready for it. I am definitely ready for what's to come in the year 2022. Now getting back into the actual show, we started off with the 8-man tag. And guys, pretty damn good action as we had some great men and women compete on the show tonight. So, we had the Young Bucks, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole. Take on Orange Cassidy, Best Friends, and Rocky Romero. This shit was great. This shit was great. I loved every second of it. The Young Bucks are the Young Bucks. Adam Cole was great. The infamous Bobby Fish, amazing. Trent Beretta has not fucking lost a step. That guy was going all over the place. Rocky Romero was great. This is just a damn good 8-man tag. Normally, 8-man tags, 10-man tags on AEW just turned into an absolute clusterfuck. But this one was actually pretty well controlled, and the winner shot the hell out of me. I will say that. Because the Best Friends, Orange Cassidy, and Rocky Romero picked up the win. I was shocked. But I loved it.
Yeah, this match was really good. Like you said, Phil, usually when it's like a whole bunch of people, it could go a whole bunch of different places. But this match was good. Everybody, man. Adam Cole, Young Bucks, Bobby Fish, Orange Cassidy, Trent, Chuck, and Rocky all did their thing, man. Bro, like, bro, the fact that the fact that the Best Friends stopped in the middle of the match to do the freaking hug, like, oh man.
Yeah, when they do the hug spot and everything, it's a good day. It's a good day.
Like Trent was about to do a suicide dive. This dude Chuck said, "Wait, hold up." Hug.
Chuck says, "Wait, hold on a second," and then they just hug. I'm like, this is great. This is great content.
Like, oh man, this is fantastic. And then the fake hug by Adam Cole and the Young Bucks, and then it just turned into a triple super kick. I'm like,
Yes.
Man, yeah, that was beautiful.
And
too.
then Orange Cassidy kissed Adam Cole tonight on the cheek.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
Just showing some good love, you know? And Adam Cole was disgusted.
Orange Cassidy is amazing, bro.
I love his super kicks, Orange Cassidy. He's just like and just taps him on the shit.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy, man.
Absolutely great. We moved on because after that we had the Dan Lambert segment. Dan Lambert's a fucking genius.
Dan Lambert.
I love that guy. I didn't even know who he was at one point when he just showed up on AEW. And now I fucking love every second of it. The man knows how to fucking piss you off. And I love it. And the best part is, well, not the best part, because at some point Cody Rhodes had to come in, and and Cody he has to be the pretentious asshole that he is. He comes up through the actual goddamn floor, and he is revealed behind the AEW chandelier that everybody calls it. He does his entire entrance. So Dan Lambert and Men of the Year, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, they wait for Cody to finish his entrance because he has to do his entire entrance. And then Cody doesn't even say a word. He doesn't say a word because you know what? Dan Lambert just keeps taking the microphone from him. They were legitimately laughing. I'm not even exaggerating. Fighting over the microphone.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
I take your microphone. You take it back.
Yeah,
I take your microphone. You take it back.
It was like a good
I take your microphone.
4 to 5 swaps.
Yeah, like
Good 4 to 5 swaps.
He's like, yeah, no, bitch, it's my turn to speak. I'm taking it back. Nah, it's my turn. Taking it back.
And the fact is that Cody didn't even speak. He just
he didn't.
he just straight up attacked like the Men of the Year, and that backfired.
He attacked Scorpio and Ethan Page. He just attacks him. Then the numbers game obviously came in, and they were beating down Cody Rhodes. And who comes out? None other than his brother Dustin. Here comes Goldust running down the ring, running down to the ramp.
Hey, we don't refer to him as Goldust.
Goldust Dustin. He still wears the paint like Goldust. It's just blue and black.
Blue Dust.
Blue Dust. There you go. So yeah, he's just running down to the ring. I'm actually going to use that now. Thank you for another joke here on this podcast. So yeah, so whenever Blue Dust comes down to the ring now, I'm gonna say that. Thanks to you. And listen, if somebody's gonna clip this podcast and send it to Dustin. Sorry, Dustin. That's what you do now. So he runs down. He saves Cody. Not for too long though, because he also gets beaten down by Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky as well. And then what? This was the time. No, wait, no. Jurassic Express didn't come out yet. So they get beaten down. This was when Sammy Guevara, the TNT champion, comes out. And he's just like, yeah, no, I'm coming out here. Why not? I just want to get some TV time. So he comes out. And, at that point, everybody scatters. Dan Lambert and the rest of them, they just leave the ring. At that point. Okay. So yeah. So you do that. And that was it. And then we had the submissions match between Tay Conti DMs.
Tay Conti DMs.
I've missed that so much, Nate. Thank you. And Penelope Ford. So, I mean, this wasn't bad by any means. Tay Conti's great. Penelope Ford gets better, but she still needs to improve. So continue putting her on dark elevation, get her into some more repetition, and maybe she can actually get involved in some dynamites here and there. But it wasn't bad by any means, but she just needs a little bit more time. Penelope Ford, I mean. Did you see any of that, Nate, or I just don't know what I'm talking about?
I seen it a little bit. The match was still pretty good.
No, it's not a bad match by any means.
in a way that I was kind of glad that it was a submission match other than a regular match, because they got to use their creativity, different holds and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I did see a couple of off things happening during the match with Penelope Ford. So yeah, she definitely needs to work on that. Other than that, the match was good. Conti came out with the dub, so
Yeah,
yeah.
she did. And I'm not saying anything bad about Penelope Ford by any means. Like I think she's a good talent. She just needs more repetition, and with more repetition, she'll get better in the ring. Whether that's a normal match or a submission match, like she just needs a little bit more repetition, and with that comes experience. And when it comes to experience, she'll get better in the ring. Now, I'm not saying anything bad towards her by any means. I'm just giving like, hey, you can be something. You just gotta work harder at it. That's it. Not bad. But yeah, take Conti. I mean, come on now. She's amazing. I think we all know that.
Still waiting to shoot the shot in the DMs, bro. So
you can do that whenever you want, man. Her DMs are open.
Oh yeah,
DMs are open and ready to go.
Oh yeah, that's right. She is divorced now.
DMs are open and ready to go. You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, might have to shoot the shot like Steph Curry.
Get in there. So yeah, take Conti 1. Great stuff there. I mean, everybody in the chat now is just doing something dust now. I see Phil Dust, Saul Dust. Well, Saul Dust actually kind of works because that's an actual thing.
Sawdust.
Sawdust, yes. Sawdust. Aiden Dust. Coal Dust. Meg Dust. Not Megan Dust. Meg Dust. Dark Dust. I don't know who Dark Dust is, but there you go. Corbin Dust. Nate's got a chance. There you go. Aiden believes in you.
I'm glad y'all think that I got a chance, bro.
Nate does.
Nate does.
Nate does.
What'd you say, Law?
Nate does sounds like a fucking vacuum. Got some Nate dust.
Got some Nate Dust.
Good gun.
Oh, and then some guy named Waff Not Famous says Blue Dust. So hey, I guess somebody's right there with you. Waff.
Blue Dust.
Blue Dust. Why not?
Bro, I'm gonna have to. Y'all gave me an idea now for a business. I'm gonna have to start selling some vacuums now called Nate Dust.
Nate Dust. Josh Dust. Okay. But yeah, pretty much anything with dust, and you got yourself a business.
It's gonna be way better than the Sham Wow.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, with that Blue Dust character, I got so many ideas for TikToks. Thank you so much for that. Oh my god. You legitimately gave me content for the weekend. You did.
I'm like a genius, man.
Final match of the night, 10-man tag. This was so good. You have the Lucha Brothers, Santana and Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston all in one tag team. Like, hello.
Yeah.
Talk about overpowered.
Absolute fire.
You have 2.0, Daniel Garcia, and the Acclaimed.
Yes, sir. We have arrived.
And on the other side. And man, like I said, during the 8-man tag, like I said, Waff, and here's the thing, and I said this to you countless times. Nate, you heard it here on the podcast as well. You even said it yourself. 8 to 10-man tags on these shows can get fucking crazy. And the thing is, they could just turn into spot fest. And yes, these two tag matches were spot fest. They were great though, because the thing is, the people that they had in these matches are fluid as hell, and they know what they're doing. Normally, they have 8-man tag and 10-man tags. They have people out here that, yeah, sure, they know what they're doing, but sometimes they rush things. These guys take their time and they know what they're doing. They know how to execute things. And it was so beautifully done. The Lucha Brothers are fantastic. Santana and Ortiz, they're in a league of their own. Eddie Kingston, he's just a fucking beast and a brawler, and you're just going to fucking go out there and kick some ass.
Yeah. I was upset that he cut my guy Platinum Max's rap short.
Yeah.
I was waiting to hear what bars he had this week. I'm like, oh snap, the claim is coming out. Let's see what Max got to say. He hit that one bar and then they just
brawled.
Yeah, just brawled. I'm like, man. Well, he said something about MJF, and I was like, I mean not MJF, John F. Kennedy.
Yes, he said something about John F. Kennedy, and then they're like, yeah, nah, we gotta cut this short.
Yeah.
So the Acclaimed are great. We all know this. 2.0, they sucked in NXT, but ever since they came to AEW, they're good for what they are, and they're good for their role in this company, and that is to either be some. They can be some comedy stuff, but they're a damn good tag team too when they're used right. And Daniel Garcia, he's on the rise, man. The kid can go. So they have people here. And the thing is, everything about this match, you can go back and watch again and still be entertained and figure out different things from the match every time you watch it. These guys are great. And the match flowed very well. Obviously. Well, wait, no. I was going to say, obviously, Eddie Kingston's team won, but no, that wasn't the case. The other guys won this. Right? 2.0, and the rest of them won that. I believe so.
I believe
that was the case, because this was when Jurassic Express came in to not really even the odds, because everybody was getting beaten down on Eddie Kingston's team, and then all of a sudden Jurassic Express came over. They're like, yeah, nah, we'll help you guys out. So yeah, I think the heels won in this to end the show, but then Jurassic Express said, yeah, nah, we'll be out here. No worries. But that was your AEW Rampage too, and I have to say, this was a damn good show, but the only thing is, and I know it's not going to do that well in the ratings, because of the fact it's on at 10 o'clock. Nobody's watching professional wrestling at 10 o'clock, especially on TNT, but you missed some damn good wrestling if you didn't see the show. The thing is, I love Rampage, but it's going to be the exact same thing every single week. You need to put it on a different day, and you need to put it at a different time slot. Because people are missing some damn good action, and it's not really their fault. You're either DVRing this and watching it the next day, or you're just not watching it at all. Because it's not really... You get some great action, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing really newsworthy coming out of Rampage. Because it just happens right after Dynamite.
Yeah, I feel like once Rampage actually moves to TBS and becomes like an actual 2-hour show, then it'll probably be a little bit better in the ratings and stuff like that, because it's only an hour show, and you could do so much an hour, which they prove because they've been putting some fire stuff out there for an hour show. So it could be proven that.
Well, here's the thing. Rampage isn't moving to TPS.
Oh, it isn't?
Rampage is staying on TNT for 1 hour.
Oh.
The only show that's moving to TBS is Dynamite.
Oh, okay.
So Dynamite's moving to TBS, and Rampage is staying on TNT for the 1 hour, which is why people are thinking with them moving to two separate TV channels and everything like that, we could see a possible brand split, because we had the TBS championship and then we had the TNT championship. I don't know if we're going to have a TNT championship being presented on TBS anymore. So that's why everybody's thinking, oh, yeah, well, we're going to have a brand split now. It can be a very interesting thing, and I don't, and that's the thing Tony Khan has to really think about. But the fact that this show is taped and you can tell, that's the reason why everybody just does not watch the show. And it's a damn shame because you're missing great wrestling. I don't know, but that's just me.
I don't have anything to say. Off.
I didn't watch it,
Yeah,
so I love this shit. So I mean,
yeah, and that's the problem. Like, you miss some great action, but if there's nothing really interesting to you, then you're just not gonna watch.
yeah, I didn't get any Jade Cargill.
Eddie Kingston, Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, and the Lucha Brothers are all on one team. And apparently and if that's not interesting to other people, and I'm not even just saying you, if that's just not interesting to any other person like out there in the world, then I don't know what AEW can do. I really don't. That's an overpowered tag team right there, and that's not even interesting to people.
Don't know, man.
Okay, I legitimately want to ask you this because I know, like, listen, like I said earlier, not everybody's gonna watch wrestling 10 o'clock at night on a Friday, but let's say Rampage does move over to a different day, different time slot, and you're getting shows like this. You're still not watching, are you?
I don't know. I don't know.
But it just has to be on the mood you are in and what matches are announced for the show?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly it.
Because, like, I mean, you miss damn good 8 and 10 man tags, and the thing is, like, at the end of the day, like I said, if you're just not interested in the time slots and all that kind of stuff, it's just not going to be watched. But if they did actually do things on a different day, different time slot, it could be something different. Plus, you have to have this shit live.
That too. That's also a big part of it.
It being taped, it gives you the old SmackDown vibes back in like the 2010s. Until they actually did the whole live thing. And the thing is, when SmackDown was taped, we all know how that went.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like I said earlier, with the TBS Championship becoming a thing now and the TNT Championship already established, I don't know what they're going to do. We might actually see a brand split. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It could work and it could not.
It gives more people opportunity.
Yeah,
because it's a stacked roster.
Yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, give more people to show off, because you split up the brand, you get more opportunity for people who wasn't on the show, which is good. But at the same time, it's like so I don't know.
Because who's gonna go where? Like, that's the thing. And if
Right.
you're gonna do some kind of a draft, you're obviously gonna have to show it to us. Because you can't just be doing this like in your office backstage at the Jaguar Stadium saying, "Oh yeah, here you go," and then you just post it on Twitter. You can't do that. You're gonna have to show us. So yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting thing. And if that is the case, I mean, we're all just speculating that at this point, just because of the championships. Because I don't know how TNT is gonna like it if a TNT champion is gonna be presented on TBS. Because Dynamite is going to be moving to TBS on January 5th. We're like 3 weeks away. I don't know. I rambled on too much. That's it, guys. That's it for your show. Do you guys have anything else to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be back on the podcast for the minute. Missed all of you guys for the last week. Loft, Phil, Batch, Saw, Megan, 1C, all y'all, man. I missed all y'all. Also, if you know somebody that happened to be in Milwaukee or is in Milwaukee, or if you are in Milwaukee, Monday, I am going to Monday Night Raw in Milwaukee. Catch me there. I will be there signing autographs. You feel me? Taking pictures.
Oh shit!
I'll be there signing autographs, taking pictures with the TikTok fam. You feel me? With the fans. I will be wrestling Bobby Lashley that night as well.
Oh, bro.
It wasn't promoted, you know what I'm saying? It's a dark match. But yeah, I will be wrestling Bobby Lashley as well. They might throw Seth Rollins in there, make it a triple threat. I don't know, but
oh my god,
yeah.
But either way, I will.
We got Nate, Bobby Lashley, and Seth Rollins in a triple threat dark match. That's insane.
That is raw right there.
Oh man,
that's raw.
Yeah. So yeah, I will be there. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, December 20th, Monday Night Raw. I will be there. But
imagine seeing Nate Russell, says Josh. Fucking insane.
Oh man. But besides that though, yeah, I'm happy to be back. Missed you guys. Also, once again, we said it at the beginning of the podcast. Go listen to Loft and Batch's new album, bro. It is fire. Every single song on there is fantastic. Loft was out there hitting like his inner Quavo with the ad-libs and the chorus and stuff like that. His inner Drake, whatever you want to call it. Him and Batch was out there with the vocals in the background. Yeah, but it is Nate approved. I approved it, and yeah, go listen to it. It's fire. So.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
You worked your ass off on that album, man. I couldn't be more proud.
Thank you. I mean, shit. Look.
Credit goes to Bash too. I shouldn't just say you.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have made something that great. So all credit back to him because he hit me up for the idea. So all I had to do was just deliver, and I knew he was going to. So it was just a good team effort thing going on. But yeah, I'm happy everyone likes it. For everyone who already heard it, it's on Apple Music right now. I'm not sure if it's on Spotify. I think Spotify's taking a long time right now.
Bash is on here earlier in the chat saying it's still trying to be worked out on Spotify, so it's not there yet. But Spotify, it's always crazy getting stuff on there. So hopefully by the end of next week, I'll say it should be there, maybe. But then again, if it's not, you guys might actually have to contact Spotify themselves.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I mean, I'm just every time I drop something there, it definitely takes longer for Spotify for some odd reason. So I don't know, but just yeah, if you guys have any time, listen to that. I'm in the I can't talk. I'm in the final stages of my 4th album tired of pretending. I'm on the final stages of that. So when I'm done with that, then I will inform everyone who cares to know. But that one's only going to be me. I've been trying to complete that for months now. So um, it's going to be my first full-fledged album in about 2 years. So I've been working my ass off on that too. But yeah, trying to get a lot of stuff done before 2022.
Yeah.
Lot of new stuff coming in 2022, and it's gonna be a very very tumultuous year, just as far as like not in a negative connotation, just as stuff that I have planned. I know for me, and I know everyone outside the brand has something or some things planned for the new year, and all of us together on the podcast. So I'm excited. I saw Spider-Man today, and I
Yeah.
cried. So that's about it. That's all I'm gonna
I
tell
can't
you.
wait to see that tomorrow, man. I can't.
That's it.
I'm not gonna.
Dude, when I was at work, my boy Nick, he texted me. He's like, bro, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, I'm doing absolutely nothing. I'm doing absolutely nothing. What you got planned, my guy? He's like, yeah, well, he's like, well, my guy Jack and I, he got tickets for the show, and he's like, well, if we can get an extra ticket, do you want to go? I'm like, yeah. It's probably one of the most anticipated Marvel movies like ever. So yeah, I'd love to go. Sadly, he couldn't get one for tonight to add me in there. But he's like, yeah, but at the end of the day, you are going to see this movie, and we'll go tomorrow if we have to. I'll see it again just so that you can do it. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Because I have to see this movie. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. I have to see this movie because everybody's talking about it, and I'm like, I can't even believe I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
people are saying it's everything that we want and more. So I'm expecting a banger.
Exactly.
It's everything and we want and more. Like nobody's exaggerating when that is being said.
Now, me, I'm a huge Toby guy. I think he has the best movies ever. I've never been a real big fan of Andrew or
Please,
Tom.
keep out of the spoilers though. So be prepared.
Yeah, they're out there. Don't scroll on TikTok. For the love of God, don't scroll on TikTok.
It's TikTok, really. Yeah.
Because this morning before I saw it, I had to dip and dodge because damn, they were just let's give you the whole movie script right now in 3 minutes. I'm like, no, why would you do that to people? But yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I scrolled one time on TikTok during like in my following section, not even in my FYP, and it was Axel.
Oh damn!
It was Axel saying he was pretty much saying I just got back. No spoilers here, so you can actually keep watching. But he was like, "This is everything that you want and more in a Marvel movie. So if you haven't seen it, go see it." And it gets 2 thumbs up from me. I'm like, okay, pretty brief, pretty short, but you know what? Hey, I kind of trust Axel if that was the case. So he didn't say anything bad. I'm like, good, and that's the kind of way I wanted it. Nice. And yeah, I can't wait to see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nate, I know you want to see this thing too, right? So we'll get you in there soon enough.
Yeah, like the thing is like what Loft said. I only watched the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. I actually rewatched the first Spider-Man today, just for Macho Man because I like the line that Macho Man said up in there where he was talking about like he got 3 minutes of playtime. Yeah.
I got you for 3 minutes.
Yeah, I got you. 3 minutes of
Saul is ready.
3 minutes of me time.
Yeah, so but yeah, if he was saying like a whole bunch of good reviews about it, then I definitely got to go see it. So I gotta find a way to get some tickets. So
I can't do Macho Man voice. That fucking hurt me. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys very, very soon. If WWE doesn't do anything crazy this weekend, we won't see you until Monday. But yeah,
Jay,
we'll talk to you guys soon.
Let's say, what's up? How you doing?
The heck is that? The heck is that?
I gotta go
Crap.
there.
That's me, my fault.
Who's saying what's up to me?
Locker's over there spitting game while we're on the podcast, man.
I got 3 different streams on my monitor right now. My fault. I thought I muted that.
Who said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Who's talking to me right now? Who's yelling at me over another stream? Like, bruh, like, I don't want any other podcast to have some beef with us. Thank you guys. We'll talk to you guys on Monday. Peace out. Have a good night, and stay safe. Peace.